Hey everyone, it's Janomeman, aka Michael Smith, and I just wanted to give you a couple of little tips about sewing through thicker, bulkier fabrics. Today I'm using what's actually bath mats to make these cute little beach bags, and you can see it's kind of this foamy, rubbery material, so when I fold that together, that's pretty thick. So I love using my AccuFeed Flex Foot, or your machine may have a regular walking foot, but that definitely helps feed through the thicker, bulkier layers. I'm sewing today on the Janome Continental M7, which you can see here, and the twin dual holder with the AD foot comes standard with the Janome Continental M7, and many of our other machines as well come standard with it. If it does not, it's available as a separate blister pack from your Janome dealer, so you could always contact them for more information. So when I'm going to sew through thicker layers, I've got my extra high presser foot lift here on the M7, as well as several other machines have it, so a great feature. So if I were to put my fabric up to the start of my needle here and lower my foot, you can see that foot's on a terrible angle. So what will likely happen is the machine will start stalling. Basically, there's not enough fabric under the foot and the foot is not level, so it doesn't really want to feed correctly. The needle could also flex a little too much as it's trying to go through all those layers at a weird angle, and possibly my needle could break. I could end up with some skip stitches as well, because again, the presser foot is not level, which is the optimum sewing position. So in order to help facilitate that, I like using a tool which comes with many of our machines, and I'm surprised so many people wonder, what is this thing, and they don't even know that they have it. Now, as a side note, here is my instruction book for the Continental M7. If you look in your instruction manual, in some of the first pages, this is page number 5, but it shows you here is the number 24 is the button shank plate, is its official name, but this page will show you exactly what comes with your machine, so find it in your manual. But the button shank plate, as it's officially known as, is designed to, when there's a button on top of it, there's two distances, two different spaces, basically. This height here is a little more shallow than this height here. So if I put my button on and I'm sewing on really thick wool, for example, I would use this side. So that gives me a higher shank to accommodate that thicker fabric for my button. So I like using this. You can see it's notched out here, so I can put it on either side of my needle, behind my fabric, and then when I lower my foot is totally level, so I'm able to sew no problem. Now, without using this though, what I sometimes do, this is just a little scrap that I sewed earlier, I like to place my fabric all the way to the back so my foot, whatever foot I'm using, is level. So then I lower my foot and start sewing, but then I'm going to sew in reverse all the way to the end of my fabric. So get back to the beginning. Then once I'm at the beginning, then I sew my regular seam. So I am backstitching quite a distance, but that way I find the fabric feeds very evenly without it bunching up at the very start. So when you start sewing, again, about here, maybe about an inch or so, and then backstitch and then go forward, it feeds evenly, no trouble whatsoever. So it's a very fun, quick, easy projects. I've written a blog on Janome Life, so if you're viewing this video on YouTube, I'll put a link at the bottom, so then you can go to our Janome Life blog in order to read how to make this very fun and easy beach tote bag, because the fabulous weather is on its way. So thanks very much, and I hope you enjoy your day.